All right, here we go. Hopefully this is working okay. Got my live streaming going. All right, so there's a little lag between YouTube and the software I'm using for the live stream. So you guys that are tuning in might see, I'm not sure where you're actually gonna see this thing begin, but we are almost at 10,000 subscribers here, and it would be really cool if today, together as a group, we can actually cross that threshold and hit 10,000 subscribers. It'd be a huge milestone. Let's let some people cruise in here. Let's share this on Facebook. Stream is healthy. Cool. Let's just share this real quick. All right, I'm gonna put this up on Facebook. All right, post to my personal page, and then we gotta post this to Jeff Kendall-Weed MTV. All right, we're starting to get some folks in here to join us. Excellent. And then, here on the page, manage. There we go. Let's get this on my Facebook page. There we go. All right, we've got 11 folks here. What's up, guys? Cruising. If anyone wants to chat in that they can see my me, my YouTube interface here is not showing what my camera and my other software are showing me. So I'd love to hear a confirmation that you guys can see me. What's up, Henky Hero? Good evening. Dan, thank you. I appreciate it. 10,000 is a huge goal, and it seems like so many people still. I'm kind of overwhelmed by it, but it's pretty cool. Thank you. HMTB, Minnesota, rocking it. Hopefully you guys are out of winter mode and into spring now. What's up, Gustavo? ¿Cómo estás? Bienvenidos. Anna BC, excellent username there. I love it. Cool. Got Carl from Minnesota. How's it going, Carl? Let's cruise through a couple of these. Excellent. Dan, thank you for commenting that you guys can see me. That's really good to hear. What's up, Ian, AJC? Excellent, New Jersey. Cool. Hey, Kenny, how's it going? Well, I wanted to do a quick live stream and say hey to everyone. Big thank you for supporting my channel. This has been fantastic. Last summer, I just kind of realized that I was doing all these videos and I needed a place to post them. I should post them to YouTube, right? And then I kind of realized, well, hey, if I were to just kind of do more videos and then just kind of relax about them a little bit more, I think we could do one maybe even every week. And I did some more reading on how to grow a YouTube channel, and that kind of seemed like how you do it. So it's hard getting started. It took me a long time to get to just even 1,000 subscribers. And I think last summer when I really started to think about YouTube and everything, I was at like 300 or something. And by, fall time, like late November, I remember kind of stressing like, oh, will I ever hit 5,000? It seemed like so many. And that Ratting Mexico video, that thing really helped grow the numbers a ton. It never got a massive amount of views. The video came out like a couple days before Christmas time, but I really liked that video. It was super fun to make. It was super hard. It was a hustle. But that helped get us up to the 5,000 subscribers. And I don't know if you all saw this, but for the 5,000 subscriber challenge, I promised everyone I'd do a 1 mile long wheelie. And sure enough, we hit 5,000. And I have to practice it, actually. I think before Mexico even, I was practicing it. And it was super nice out. We got a random, really nice week here in December. And so I went out and practiced wheeling. I wasn't even sure which bike I'd be doing it on. And it was kind of nerve-wracking. It took 2 tries, 2 days out in the woods to make it to the mile-long wheelie. I had to stress out pretty hard. Let's take a quick look on some of these comments here. What's up, Jaspire? Hey, Lee from Texas. Howdy. Ixan, howdy. Jaspire, what's your channel? Shout it out yourself in the comments. What's up, Kenny? So Kenny, I actually got some 4-piston XT brakes. They're in my workshop here, and I'm just waiting on putting another bike together, and I'll throw those brakes on that fresh bike. So maybe I should ask you guys. I'm gonna get another HD4. I've had mine for about a year now, and the way my sponsorship thing works, it's time for a fresh one. So I have everything I need to build my new HD4 up, but I don't have the frame yet. I need to ask Ibis I need to tell them which color I need for the build on this. So what do you guys think? There's the red, which is awesome. It looks really good in pictures and in video, and it's what I've been riding for the last year. And there's the Añejo Silver, which is really cool. I don't drink much tequila, so I don't know all the references, but the silver's pretty cool. It's got some green accents as well. And so there's the silver, which is cool, and then there's the black. And I like the way the black works and looks, but at the same time, I used to only have black bikes, because at the time I was working at Ibis, and the bikes that would show up that needed testing were all samples and weren't painted and stuff, so I rode black bikes for a lot of years, and they don't stand out in photos, and that's like 90% of what I'm doing with YouTube and such here. Bikes are cool if they pop out a little bit, so I was kind of thinking do one of those three colors, obviously, but then, well, I've got two options. Do one of those three colors, and then the other idea was to work with the guys at Stickered and do kind of a custom deal on the HD4 with some matching wheel, fork, frame stickers. The HD4 doesn't have a ton of decal space on it, so it's not going to really be a super custom deal, kind of like the Ripley. Those decals look very, very pronounced. The HD4, the way the graphics work out, it's a little bit more subtle. So I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on which color HD4 I should put together next. I'm totally torn. 33% on what color to do. If I were to do the black, I have a really cool, very bright color in mind, but I'm concerned that it won't make the bike pop enough. That said, I had a similar bike like that a while ago, and it seemed to work well on video, so I'm thinking that could be kind of cool and different. And my fork is black. It's not the orange Fox fork. So the black fork, black bike would look pretty cool. My seat posts from P&W Components are all black. WTB saddles are primarily black. So the black one's a pretty safe bet. Could look cool. Then the silver's pretty cool too, but there's a lot of silver HD4s out there, and I want something kind of special. So let's see. What are you guys saying for the suggestion on the color here? Let me check in a little bit. Checking in from Tallahassee. How's it going? Let's see. Mediocre mountain biker. Dan, 100,000 subscribers would be amazing, but I'm still pretty small, and my goal's not to my channel's never gonna appeal to everyone. I want to do content that's pretty targeted towards the experienced mountain biker, towards the guy who's kind of hardcore, who knows what he's doing more or less. I don't really know how to relate to the beginner folks really well, so I don't want to dilute myself and try to do too many things. I'm going to focus on just the folks that I more closely identify with. So 100,000 subscribers would be amazing, but I'm not sure if there's that many folks out there that my channel will really relate to. So it would be cool, but I want to keep this fairly targeted towards kind of how it's been. So not so much introductory how-tos, but more higher level stuff for the more experienced rider. There's some really good channels out there for folks that are really new into mountain biking. So I want to kind of go the other direction a little bit, and that's just kind of what I've been thinking. I think there's room for even more of the beginner stuff, but I don't know if that's really my strength. So Mountain Bike Geek, what's up, man? How's it going? What's up, Kenny? So we got some votes for the gray. The gray would be cool. Thanks for that, HMTB. A couple more votes for the red. Let's see. You know, Nismo Mike, I know nothing about the new Shimano stuff. Totally honest, I know nothing about it. Eventually, I might learn something, but right now I'm clueless. I haven't even seen it, to be honest. I did a parenting class with my little kid this morning, so cool. Oh man, Jared, the Pivot Mach 6 is a great bike, but the Ripmo is a really cool bike too. That's a tough call. HMTB says black with stealth decals. My concern is no one will be able to see that in the forest. It's so dark up here. But it would be cool. I don't know. Let's see what... thanks, Sadi. Appreciate it. Mike Jones has a question on flats. Cool. Well, as you guys keep getting some more opinions on what color I should put together for my next bike, click that like button on this live stream. Help us bump up a little in the logarithm. I'd love to hit 10,000 subscribers with all you guys tuned in here. That would be super cool. Let's go to Creator Studio and watch the subscriber count. Maybe we'll be there. Oh, we're at 9,996. We're so close. Nothing magical is going to happen at 10,000, but we're so close. It'd be cool to do this together. So hit that like button. It'll help bump us up a little bit. I'd love to grab a few new eyeballs just with folks watching this and hitting that like button. That would be rad, and thank you all for your help. Greg, you love the hat. So I usually shower before bed and then wake up in a hurry, and often have crazy cowlicks and bedhead, so the hat's helping me out today. Um, Mountain Bike Geek is talking about, oh, the Shimano drivetrain. Huh, I know nothing about that. I'm still running the XT stuff. I have a ton of XT stuff right here. And honestly, the 1146 cassette is money. The ratio is nice and tight. I like the way it bangs into gear, really proper, really crisp. I'm really happy with the new Shimano stuff. And I've learned that a fresh chain every couple months really helps the drivetrain stay nice. And then a fresh cable at the same time. Just kind of fun little maintenance items. Don't take too long to do, especially on the new Ripmo. And they keep the drivetrain feeling so good. So, thank you, Greg. Appreciate it. Oh, man. So, how did you guys like the video from last week? It was a little bit more vlog style. I kind of threw a few transitions in there and kind of talked to you throughout a bike ride. Was that a good format? Were you into it? Give me some feedback here. I really like doing it. It was very fun for me. I like putting it together, but just because I liked it doesn't mean you're gonna like it, and I am listening to the feedback. I don't always follow feedback super tightly, but I definitely listen, and I do definitely adjust to what the majority says as well. Cool, glad you guys liked it, thanks. Let's see here. What's up, Trail Features? How's it going? In the house. Cool. Glad you guys liked that last video. It was fun. So I need to work on the sequel. I shot some of it yesterday, and I'll be shooting some more of it after this live stream. Hopefully we can hit 10,000 subscribers right now, and then this afternoon I can shoot that and have it up in the next day or two. So stay tuned for that. That'll be, I'm really proud of that video and that idea. But I've been kind of, I don't know when, maybe end of last year, I was kind of thinking about what can this YouTube channel really do that's kind of, it's just something that I believe in personally. What can it do that's bigger than just me? If I were to go away tomorrow, what would the lasting legacy of this channel be? And whatever, wheelies, stunts, bike tricks, lots of people can do those way better than I can. So that's not really like a legacy in my opinion. I wanted to find something that I believe in that's a little bit bigger than just me. So growing mountain biking, it's a huge thing, and I've been thinking about how to really explain more or less my thoughts on that. And up here in the Northwest, mountain biking is seen as almost a mainstream sport. So if you look on Trail Forks, you just see a massive sea of red trail location markers all over the Northwest. BC has like 3,000 trail centers. It's insane. And when there's that many places to ride, a couple things happen. One, the amount of traffic gets dispersed. And when the traffic is spread out over such a big amount of trail networks, you're not bumping into people constantly. I remember riding Santa Cruz back in the Bay Area, and it's such a small area, it was super crowded. You're constantly seeing people. Some of the trails are two ways, and it's just a hectic scene. It's fun to be social, but if you're an out-of-towner and you don't know anyone, that's a little bit intense. So up here in the Northwest, there's so many places to ride that traffic is dispersed really nicely. And another cool thing about that many people being into biking, they have places to go. It's seen as a common thing. It's not, you don't have to explain to anyone what mountain biking is. Everyone knows, it's normal. And with that many folks into it and supporting it, the ride quality is really good. So the trails around here rip. Folks aren't afraid of building big jumps, leaving them on trails. People aren't afraid of having steep trails, because they understand that a steep trail, water will not just soak in, but it'll kind of sheet off a little bit. So there's a lot more acceptance of closer to fall line style trails. And our terrain works really well with that because our dirt drains so well. So just the whole vision of trail building up here is more serious. Or not more serious, but just it's more evolved or whatnot than other places I've ridden throughout the country and world. And yeah, and for the next generation of mountain bikers, if mountain biking is this tiny thing with nowhere to really ride, no resources or anything, then what's the appeal to getting into it? So I'm going to do a kind of a curveball video for everyone in the next day or two. I'm going to check out some of these comments real quick before I talk about this curveball video. Let's see here. Do I know what a GCSE is? No, Greg, I don't. Luke, glad you liked the Ripmo review. I was at the Ibis demo at Fanatic on Saturday, a couple days ago, hanging out with Kirk, and talked to some folks that came back from riding the Ripmo, and it was interesting to hear their thoughts. I wish I could have talked to more, but family is very important. I need to hang out with my family, and I had to head home and hang out with them. I talked to a few folks, and they were all really pleased with how the Ripmo rode. That bike on paper looks like it's going to be pretty big and beastly, but you ride it, and the way you're sitting very upright, it's pretty nimble, it's very comfortable, and the actual effective top tube's pretty short. And it's a playful poppy bike. It's not a huge toboggan-y race-only bike. The chainstays are nice and snappy, and the way the layout works out, the bike has a great neutral feel. I like it. I'm going to do an update on my Ripmo setup. I've got a few new parts I'm throwing on there, and I wanted to let everyone know how I'm gelling with the bike and what I'm changing. So anyhow, I wanted to hear more folks' opinions of the Ripmo, and the few I did get to hear, they were happy with it, and they agreed that it was fun and playful. So Luke, if you get a Ripmo, I think you're going to love it. The thing's rad. Let's see. Yeah, 10,000 subscribers. That's the goal. Thanks, Ryan. So let's see. Let's see here. Leading through a few of these comments. Casper, congratulations on your new HD4. I hope to have a new HD4 soon as well. And I'm going to run those 4-piston brakes. I'm going to set it up a little bit different. I'm going to do a 160 fork instead of a 170. I'm going to do a DPX2 rear shock instead of the X2 rear shock. It's going to be a slightly smaller setup than my old bike. The old bike was pretty burly. It'd be fun to do a little bit smaller deal on the new one. What else we got going on here? Cool. Oh, Ride Lab says 10,001 subscribers. What's it saying in the dashboard? Oh, 10,002. Thank you guys. Ride Lab's giving me the heads up that we hit our goal. Phew! Thank you so much. Awesome. So that curveball video, I'll give you guys a quick little sneak peek. So I did my first ever motocross race the other day, and I figured bring the camera and just do a real quick, not super pro, just a real quick vlog of what it's like to try something new like that. I've ridden dirt bikes for years, and I've raced a lot of cross countries, and a hare scramble is basically a cross country dirt bike race, but you race part of a motocross track and then say 45 minutes or so through the woods, anywhere from 20 to 45 minutes through the woods. So I've done a bunch of those, and I'm back in Northern California. I was pretty competitive in the intermediate, the B class. And then up here in Washington, I don't know how the people's abilities are going to mesh out with the actual rankings. And I just got a new bike too, so I haven't even ridden the new bike much at all. I'm super rusty. I hadn't touched it for 6 months. So last week I drove out to the motocross track, totally just like I haven't ridden a motocross track for 2 years or something. Never raced it, and figured just screw it. I'll just sign up. I figured C class would be the way to go. I didn't even know they had a D class, which is like way more beginner. Once I heard about the D class, I was just like, oh shoot, I probably should have raced the D class. But I did C class, 250 C class. So I'm racing my 252 stroke against 254 strokes. And it was intimidating at first, getting in practice. And first thing is kind of like practices back in California. Slow guy practice. Go over the first little tabletop, hit a berm. Second one, the dude next to me just throws the bike sideways in the air as he's jumping over me. I'm just like, oh great, I should have totally raced D class. But after I had a couple of good practices, had crazy arm pump, did the race went just fine. And I'm not going to tell you guys how I did. I'm going to make you wait to see the actual video. Let's build some suspense. One thing I wanted to ask everyone is, what do you think of the moto video? So I've noticed on Instagram I post something related to dirt bikes and it gets hardly any traction, and I always lose a ton of followers whenever I post anything moto related. But my mountain bike style comes a ton. It's heavily influenced from dirt bikes, and I'm way better on a mountain bike than on a dirt bike, but I love riding my dirt bike. It's great to be a total regular dude, beginner, and just experiencing everything for the first time or whatever. I've got 10 years experience racing and riding moto. It helps my mountain biking a ton, that extra level of aggression. When you drop in on a dirt bike and you're trying to go faster, you need to really go up to 11. On the mountain bike, if you can reach that same level of aggression as you do on a dirt bike, oh man, it's getting exciting quick. So for me, it's been a huge part of advancing my mountain bike riding the dirt bike more and more, and especially the motocross track too. I prefer riding trails. It's really fun on the dirt bike to go down single tracks. you can go way faster than you can go on a mountain bike. You got more suspension, better brakes. You got your motor underneath you. Oh man, it's great. And bringing that same mentality to the mountain bike, it really helps you see what's possible, what kind of speeds are possible on these trails. And when you're hitting jumps and stuff, just being able to just blip the throttle, slip the clutch, gap out 40, 50 feet off of a roller, no big deal. Getting on the mountain bike, that same mentality, it really helps you think like what's possible. So for me, it's a big part of cross training. If you've been following my channels, you may or may not know that I take my training fairly seriously. I'm not racing anymore, but I did race for years, and training is very important for that. So I still go to the gym quite a bit. I'm not doing intervals, but I still do some skills drills and plenty of running and yoga, and that all helps a ton. Ryan, you're a ripper on the moto, and I probably couldn't keep up with you, and I'm okay with that. Ride B-side. I don't know if Callie has the knee pads in stock or not, but please give him a call and tell him Jeff said to call. And if you run the code RIDEWITHJEFF at CallieProtectives.com, it'll save you 15% too. Callie's a big supporter. Thanks to those guys. Cool. Thank you guys for all the congratulations and accolades. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Let's see. Alpheus Gaming. I'm not sure who you're chatting with. I haven't heard of either of those spots. Oh, what's up, Cali Protectives? Thanks for cruising in, guys. Let's see. Stasher BC. Thanks for the feedback there. Yeah. Cool. So you think the moto thing would work well on the YouTube channel? Well, I'll throw that vlog together and do a quick update. I have to do voiceover because my GoPro is not recording. My trusty GoPro here is not recording audio anymore. I don't know what happened. I gotta call GoPro tomorrow. So I'll do a voiceover, explain to you guys what's going on in the video. Micah, thank you. You noticed the shop. I've been working on it. It's not done yet, but it's definitely big progress, and I'll do a shop video soon too. I got some cool stuff here I want to show you guys. Let's see. Cool. MTBing Adventures, a lesson on a dirt bike. Oh man, I actually took some classes from Garahan Off-Road Training several years ago, and they were rad. It was super fun to ride with Brian Garahan a few days, and I actually got a free class out of him. He had a challenge. There was a big redwood log round, a little higher than the handlebar on my dirt bike, and he said if anyone could ride over that log round, the next class would be on him. Before he even finished saying that, I was starting my bike up and just going for it. Just big old sloppy wheelie right into the log, and then just kept it pinned and popped right over it. It worked. And I got a free class out of Brian. So I brought him a big old 18-pack of Modelo and to thank him, and had a great second class. So classes are very worthwhile. I don't think I'm qualified to give a moto class. Last time I told my wife what to do on a dirt bike, she tore her ACL. So I don't have any business telling folks what to do on a dirt bike, but thank you. Well, I got to get back to the family, so thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. We hit it, 10,000 subscribers. Woo! Thank you all so much. Stay tuned. Got a couple of videos hitting the channel this week, a couple more videos coming out next week. And thank you all for the support. You can always check out patreon.com to get a sneak preview of what I'm doing. All the support there has been fantastic. Thank you guys. If you have any questions on anything, drop me an email, and I'm doing an email newsletter, so you can sign up to that in the description of most of my YouTube videos. Right on, guys. Thanks. It's been fun hanging out. Let's see. All right, guys. Have a good day.